then be pro-business. If you want to be the President of the United States, good luck. But it is important to understand that DEI is about growing our economy, growing our talent pool, and it is so immensely important that we all take a position on this. Don't, all, as the state representative has alluded to, if you want to look at merit, fine. But merit doesn't matter anything if the door is closed. And this is where DEI comes in. And so, Governor, you ain't going to close my door. You're not going to close the door to my community. All I know is that my daddy, like Christina's family, was a small business owner. He thrived for the years that he was in business because he had a diverse clientele that he respected. Try learning from our family. And I want to just also say that this is immensely important because of what Houston and Harris County is and the successes that we've had over the years. We cannot turn the clock back to the time that Houston was unfriendly. Thankfully, the business community got it, and they got it as early as possible, and we have tried it. So today is also about the leadership of this city, about what positions those who want to lead our city will take. If you want to lead the city, then I need to hear from every candidate about their position on the governor's position. If you want to be the mayor of the city, I need to hear where you are at. Because Houston has always been known as a business-friendly town. Governor Abbott's trying to stop that. So we need to hear from those who want to lead our city what kind of mayor we are. Thank you.
Thank you. You introduced the only city council member, the need for diversity, equity, inclusion is more obvious in any institution here in the city. Our city councilman, Mr. Robert Gallegos, to say a few words.
Governor Abbott, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid that half of the population, nearly half of the population of the state of Texas is Latino? Governor Abbott, are you afraid that with our African American brothers and sisters, we make up the majority of the state of Texas? Governor Abbott, is that what you're afraid of? Is that why you put out this memo last week? Warning that using diversity, equity, and inclusion practices in hiring is illegal and discriminates against certain demographic groups, but yet he fails to mention which demographic group is he trying to protect. This is not the first time Governor Abbott has attacked diversity, equity, and inclusion practices in the state. Back in September of 2021, he issued an executive order to the Texas state offices and agencies mandating that state contractors to pledge not to promote certain ideas that's related to race and sex during diversity, equity, and inclusion training. The diversity, equity, and inclusion policies at the workplaces, on public colleges and universities and government offices are intended to increase the diversity from groups that have historically have been discriminated, such as people with disabilities, Governor Abbott, LGBTQ people, and veterans. The DEI hiring policy at workplaces, state government offices, public colleges, and universities can include setting a goal that a certain number of qualified diverse candidates are interviewed. As a mayoral candidate running to represent the most diverse city in this country, I stand here today and publicly denounce diversity, equity, inclusion training. And I challenge all mayoral candidates to publicly denounce Governor Abbott's anti-diversity, equity, and inclusion training hiring policy, now implemented at state government offices, agencies, and at public colleges and universities. So I challenge all the mayoral candidates to publicly denounce this policy from Governor Abbott. Thank you.
And I'm going to invite our brothers and sisters here from the African American community. We stand together on this issue, and I introduce Bishop Iris Day, President of the NAACP.
Thank you, Dr. Leo. And thank you all for such a very warm atmosphere of welcoming us, making us feel like we're part of this, what you all are doing today. And I want to tell you all thank you for that. I want to start off by saying thank you that the racist tropes through social engineering cause a division between the black and brown community. The white power structure has done everything within its ability to keep us apart. When I say everything, I mean everything, to keep us divided, because they understand that if we find our strength united, that they're going to have a big problem. The one thing that they also need to understand is that now we have awakened to their tricks. Every voting cycle, they visit our churches, yes. They knock on our doors, yes. They call us on our phones, yes, to get our votes. And once we vote them into office or elect them into office, we get a whole bunch of symbolism with no structure, no substance. And so, as the president of the NAACP Missouri County, I want you all to know, and I want LULAC to know, that we stand with you. We stand with you. And understanding that if you are not at the table, you're on the menu. And if the statistics are correct, that Latinos make up more than 40% of the Texas population, and if we stand and unite together, even though we're ignored separately, together we cannot be denied. Thank you.
Dr. Candace Matthews here.
Dr. Candace Matthews, the hat that I'm wearing today is the Vice Chair of the Texas Black Caucus. We are here because, let's just be clear, they are scared of this. Because this is what is called white fear. White fear is perpetuated with white supremacy. So let's call it what it is. They do not want blacks and Hispanics to have an opportunity. They don't want us to work together. Like she said, they want us to take care of your babies, clean your house, work on your construction, cut your grass, but you don't want us to be right here with you, in the office with you. Everybody up here has the tenacity and the capability to be at the table. So we're not going to allow for you to come in here and disrupt this diversity. Texas has the most African Americans in any state of the union. They already trying to count us out. Now you have the Hispanics community. And then you join us together, we cannot be stopped. And so, Governor Abbott, I'm sending you this message because I'm coming to Austin. And I'm going to take your Hot Wheels behind the body now. Because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of what you're doing to our community. Because at the end of the day, we stand strong and we stand together. And I like to say that I'm an honorary member of LULAC, okay? So at the end of the day, is what I would like to say on a serious note, is that Governor Abbott, not today. We are standing strong, united together. Because you, with them little hot wheels of racism that you ride on, we're not going to play with you today. You can step on the wrong and big. You step on one of us, we all come. So get ready, because we're going to have our own table. And it's not going to be the table of blacks. It's not going to be the table of Asians. It's not going to be the table of Hispanics. It's going to be the table of diversity. And you got to do it.
Thank you, thank you. Just one final note, and please stand for 1 second. I do want to recognize one of our students exactly the reason why we're here, why these programs and policies are so important. I'm happy to introduce Gwen Perez. She's an Austin High School graduate. We have a former principal back there. She has received a scholarship from UMass, and she now attends Rice University. And if it wasn't for these diversity equity programs, she perhaps would not be standing strong for us, and she represents our community. Thank you very much, and good luck. And would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, so it's been pretty hard, but as Rice University is one of the most diverse universities in the United States, and for that, I'm super grateful that I specifically am in diverse manner.
Thank you. That's why we support diversity and inclusion programs at all institutions, state institutions. Thank you all for coming. See that whether let's work together, stronger, and more powerful, and we can make the change. Gracias. Please sit down and have your chorizo menudo. Well, regular programming is about to start. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Yes.